Hi everybody, that was me. That was not you. that was not your that was not your computer. Let me change the scene. Okay, hang on. Hi everybody. Oh, hi. Thank you so much for joining me tonight. Is the music too loud? I can turn it down if you would like. Let's see. I'll turn it down just a little bit. It's a good song though. That's not you. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna catch a fun chat now. Thank you, Bobby Wasabi, for subscribing with Prime, and also thank you, Lookout It's Jax, for also subscribing with Prime. Thank you so much. Oh, hi, Cop 12. Thank you for resubbing with Prime as well. Ah, hi everyone. I'm using. Oh, Shino Face, thank you so much also for subscribing with Prime. Thank you. I'm using a new model. It's been so like I've just barely graduated from the academy and I already have a new model. Isn't that crazy? No, but this is another customizable model, also by Mikuti. This one just has this one is like the more advanced version of the one that I used for the academy, because it's got like hands and legs. So yeah, I thought I would support Mikuti and grab this one on. It's also on Etsy. Yeah. Wait. All right. No elephants. Thank you so much for resubbing for 43 months. Oh my gosh. Hi. It's been forever. I always wanted to keep supporting you while you took care of yourself, so wanted to keep this sub going strong. That's so sweet. Thank you so much. Hope you are doing well. Love your VTuber look. Thank you. Wow. I appreciate you guys so much, and thank you first-time chatters that are coming from Mousy. I'm so happy to see you guys. Aww. Typical idiot fan. Thank you for the first time chat. Says, hello Adriana, loved your performance at the VTuber Academy. Sorry you didn't win, but you obviously love VTubing and will have a great VTubing career. Thank you so much. That's extremely sweet of you. Yeah, I wanted to recap my awesome experience at the VTuber Academy. You guys are so sweet. Hi Katie. Hi everyone. Thank you so much for watching today. I'm gonna scoot myself down a little bit. Yeah. So we had finals today for the VTuber Academy. It was me, Jay the Bard, aka Salem. His name's now Salem. And Genie Potastic P. So yeah, so we went into we all worked really hard, and Jay/Salem took home the grand prize. But I'm still leaving the experience feeling really happy. I think, honestly, we were in the Discord, we were in the chat, like during the event and before the event, and the three of us were talking, and I think the three of us are so like, we have very different vibes. We have very different vibes and niches, I think, and like personal charms, I guess. Things that set us apart. So I think that, yeah, I genuinely, I think like everybody worked hard in like such different ways, and Jay just knocked it out of the park. So I think it was, yeah. I don't think I would have been upset like obviously I wouldn't have been upset if I won, but I think everyone that made it this far really, cares about it, and yeah, I'm excited to see how everyone does. Yeah. Oh my gosh, hi Hacker, thank you so much. Thank you. Aw, you're so sweet. You guys are all really, really sweet. And I'm glad I still made you proud. DJ Bronze League, thank you so much for resubbing with Prime. Let's go Hype Train. Thank you. Yeah. Yeah. And honestly, we even we didn't know that all three of us were getting a very, very generous credit from VGen. So that I was really shocked about that and very pleasantly surprised, because I think it's going to go a long way towards making my ideal superhero diva model happen eventually. So yeah, I'm really happy. I'm still really happy with how everything turned out. I had fun making everything. It was... I'm not much of a video editor, so making everything was sort of like a learning process. Ouija the God did the edit on the lore video, and it turned out really great. And then the presentation, like the debut presentation itself, I sort of put together. Yeah, and I kind of approached that sort of like... So we were asked to pre-record most of it just because of time constraints, I guess, at TwitchCon, and just to make like extra sure that like lots of stuff wouldn't go wrong, which I totally get. So I sort of tried to approach it in the same way that I would like if I was doing it live, which was try to do it all in one go. Technically it was like two takes, I guess, because the singing was separate, because I wanted to make sure that the audio for that was like well leveled and everything. So the playback for that was separate, but everything else, like the talking, was all like one take. And yeah, I did my best to make it as like quote unquote live as I could, if that makes sense. But yeah, so I had fun. I did lots of fun little drawings. I did I did all the art for the lore video, and then I did the artwork of Marnie for the mascot slide, and all the little doodles and stuff. Yeah, it was really fun. Oh, also, this little logo in the corner here, this was sort of like, I'm patting it, I'm patting the logo. This was sort of like a doodle idea that I came up with when I was doing the lore video, and I really liked the style of it. So I was like, this is the style I would want, like, a logo to be in. So I tried to incorporate it. Yeah, and I was happy with how all of it turned out. Yeah, I kind of want to like go through the whole experience from like week 1 now. Hang on, I want to turn the music just a little bit more down on my end. Okay. Yeah, so Matt says your song reminded me of the Hey Arnold version of the song. Yeah, so from the get-go, pretty much I felt very supported. It wasn't something that was really on my radar, I guess, to enter, but my friends encouraged me because, you know, people close to me know that I've sort of like I mentioned in my first stream back, I've been struggling a lot with health, and doing stuff on camera is just, it's a completely different beast now in a lot of ways. And yeah, so I've always respected the craft of, you know, VTubing and the medium. I've been drawn to it, but I never really felt like there was like a 100% like reason to switch, I guess, before I got sick. But after that, it was something that was really on my radar, like as something I wanted to do. And then Mousy opened up applications for the VTuber Academy, and my friends were like, "You should do this." I was like, "Okay, I'll give it a go." And it was like really daunting because I mean, I've been on a long hiatus because even just making like simple content still takes a lot out of me. So yeah, it's sort of been, I've been sort of like the last couple of months sort of dipping my toes into it by like being on my friends' streams, like just in voice chat and stuff like that. But it was scary. It was scary applying because I was nervous, I guess. It was like my first big undertaking, and it was a big undertaking because it was very like accelerated. They actually said that in the emails back, where they were like, "We're interested in having you if you're available, but this is gonna be a really crazy schedule. It's an accelerated academy." HF, thank you by the way. Thank you so much for stopping by. Good night. I hope you have a good night. But yeah, so it was really daunting. And I was nervous. Yeah, I was nervous. I actually sorry, it's a little emotional. I remember the very first, like the first week, the first assignment, making the lore video. We had a crazy turnaround time. It was like 3 days. We got the assignment, and it was a crazy turnaround time, and it was tough. It was rough. It was rough on me. Just like in terms of my body, I guess. Like I said, it takes a lot out of me, even just to do like simple content. So it was I felt like I was in, like, genuinely, like I was in school again, like cramming and doing like a really big, like, semester long project or something the night before. And there was like, I remember there was this moment where I was like so exhausted. I remember I laid down, I sort of like started crying a little bit, and I was like, I thought to myself, like, do I even belong here? And I had this thought, like, I don't, like, maybe this spot should have gone to, like, I don't know, someone who's more physically able. But I pushed through, And I was really happy, and I was really proud of myself for that. I remember finishing that first assignment, the lore video, and you know, Cade helped me put it all together. It was like down to the wire and everything, and I was so proud. I was really happy. I was really happy that I pushed through, and I did it. I finished it. I submitted it, and people liked it, and Mousy liked it, and I was really excited about that. And I was just really happy. I was really happy that I made it through to the next round, and that I got to spend more time with people, and even that first, like, even like people that didn't make it past the first round. It was still really fun to get to know them. You know, everyone is still in that Discord. We sort of like each time there was an elimination, like a new week, like we would get access to a new channel if we were, you know, moving forward. But there was still like the general chat with everybody that was there, like from the beginning. It was really fun. It was really fun to get to know everybody. Also, Ree, hi. I just noticed you resubbed. Hi. Thank you so much, Ree. That's really sweet of you. I'm back. Oh, Soda Snap, thank you. Thank you. But yeah, so the first yeah, gosh, that first elimination, it was kind of scary because there were lots of really cool people and really talented people, and there were 15 of us, and so so even just, you know, making it past that first time, I felt really happy. I felt really proud, and yeah, everything from there, I feel like it was like from then on, it really felt like academy, if that makes sense. I feel like we got a bunch of like really intensive mentoring, and we did the design sessions with Ross, which also was really emotional, and I loved doing that. Yeah, I really want to make that design happen one day. So we're gonna, you know, the paparazzi dream is still alive. We're still gonna be working on that. It'll just take maybe a little bit longer now, but we'll see. But yeah. So what was the next one from there? Was that? I think it was dress to impress. I don't remember. Because there were some weeks. Yeah, I guess the week after that, like, we just had sort of like a recording session. There was no elimination. We just had those like design sessions, and that was like off stream. And then we did the dress to impress challenge, which was like, I was so stoked when they said dress to impress, because I've been like, you know, I'd been like fiending it. I'm so unfortunately into Roblox right now. I feel like Dress to Impress was sort of like my gateway game to that. Oh, Pika, thank you. Thank you so much. Oh, you're so sweet. I appreciate you very much. I appreciate all of you very, very much. Beffica was prepared. You're so right, Belle. You're so right. Aw, Tony. I'm so sorry for your loss, Tony. That's really sweet. I'm happy, I'm happy that you that song was meaningful for you. Thank you. But yeah. Yeah, so Dress to Impress was a lot of fun. I put in the hours. I remember Panini, gosh, Roxy and Panini, I thanked them in my credits slide earlier, but they were bless them, they were always answering our questions when we had them. I think it was Panini. It was like, okay, everybody, drop your Roblox usernames, and I was like, Monkey I give at Beffica Darlington. It was really silly. was like, they're gonna be like, why is her name Bethika Darlington? But yeah, that was really fun. And so there wasn't an elimination that week, but honestly, I felt like that was really fair because Dress to Impress is like, it leans so heavily towards like femme outfits and the femme model. And so like for the guys in the competition who wanted to make like their Sentai suits, and you know, Jay had like a design, you know, that was, it was not a femme design, so it was definitely like not fair in that way, if that makes sense. They still did great, but I think it was yeah, I think it was the right call. I think it was the right call to sort of like not do an elimination, and I still felt like it was valuable, if that makes sense, because even though like nobody like got eliminated, I feel like Mouse and Ross and the judges got to see sort of like our personal style. Oh, hey Sterling, thank you so much for resubbing. Our songbird has returned. You're so sweet. Hi. But yeah, I felt like that was important. And it really helped. So after that, we got it was like this past week actually. We got some closer mentoring from Giga and Michi, and I feel like Michi was able to like provide like very specific advice for us, I guess, for each of us based on like the vibes that she got. I feel like I feel like they learned a lot about like our style and our personalities through Dress to Impress. If that makes any sense at all, you know, I feel like Jeannie had like these really cute girly pop trendy outfits, which I felt like really fit her concept well. And then I was able to sort of showcase like my vision for the prima donna pom is very like, you know, elegant old Hollywood opera house type of deal. Yeah, so that was fun. Wait, you were at the finale panel, like in person? Oh wow! Oh my gosh, that's so cool. I was wondering if anyone would see it in person. But yeah. So Dress to Impress was fun, even though there was no elimination. The next week where we did like our live content challenges was really daunting. We actually got like we got nothing for that one. They were just kind of like, all right, you're gonna show up and we're gonna test your ability to think on your feet, and you get no other hints. Okay, see you Friday. And we were all like, ah. We were nervous. And I still can't believe I still can't believe that I had to watch all Tribe's TikToks. Like, there's no way that ended up being mine. But yeah. So I feel lucky that I made it through. Just feel lucky that I made it through to the finals. And yeah, so the assignment for finals was create a mock debut, and that's what we did. And like I said, it was so originally I feel like we sort of like kept getting a little bit like the difficulty level kept rising because as productions go, you know, plans change and stuff, and I think like they were really working with like time constraints because the panel at TwitchCon was only like a 1 hour slot, right? So originally they wanted to give us each like 15 minutes for the debuts, but then they were like, okay, it actually has to be like 8 to 10 minutes, and we were like, and then like 2 days later they were like, okay, so actually we were wondering if most of it can be pre-recorded, which was like, I think it was a double-edged sword, right? Because on one hand, it made it way less nerve-wracking to show up this morning, But on the other hand, I think it was difficult to sort of, yeah, it's like what it was like. What was it? Where's the balance of like being able to integrate chat, and talking to you guys like I'm doing now, versus yeah, sort of like giving them a pre-recorded, you know, something that would go off without a hitch, you know. That was sort of, yeah. But like I said, I think like all three of us worked really, really hard. Just again, firsthand, I know that they both pulled all-nighters. Like we all did our very best. I think that was it was definitely like another moment for me where I was just like, I don't know if my body is just like suffering so much. But you know, it was, again, I was still really like, I think it was cool. I was proud of myself because it's the kind of thing that's scary. To like, I would never do that just on my own. Does that make sense? Like, the event was really nice because I felt like I got this sort of this structure, and sometimes you sort of need that push and that structure to sort of push you outside of your comfort zone, and for sure all of this, you know, stuff that maybe wouldn't have been as out of my comfort zone before, definitely is now, and it was sort of like de-rusting, and being creative and vulnerable again. Yeah, so I'm really grateful to the competition for that, for I guess giving me that structure and giving me that space, and I got to meet lots of people. I feel like it's pretty obvious. Oh wait, really quick. Oh, I zoomed in. Hang on, wait. I got really close. Ah, no! Oh my god! Sorry. It's a mess. Okay. We're bringing it back. I should lock the chat widget so that you guys aren't moving all around. Okay. Alright, everything's locked down. I wanted to read Katie's message really quick. I don't know what's wilder, All Tribes TikToks, or the fact that there are people who exist who make those TikToks in the first place. You're so right. I was it was such a sensory overload. Also, like, I thought it was, so when I was done, I think Mouse forgot to turn her browser source off for me, so it was like out of the Discord call with the judges, but like the browser source was still on for like my model and my audio. So I think people heard me talking to Jay a little bit. It's like, I mean, I wasn't saying anything bad or like weird or anything, or like divulging personal information, but I was a little bit embarrassed because like, oh shoot. But it was mostly like just Jay. Jay was in there and he was like, "Oh, you did great," and I was like, "Oh my god, thank you." I feel like I was like, all my 5 senses were like assaulted just now. But yeah, no, it was fun. It's difficult. It's like, what do you? I would like finish processing one TikTok, and then the next one would start. It was like a cow licking the screen, and it was like, it was really silly. They should make an anime about that. Yeah. Oh man. Also, yes, I did. Go Philip. I did. I locked you guys. But yeah. Oh right. What I was gonna say was it's probably it probably makes complete logical sense, but you know, I really admire Mouse, and you know, I've always thought that she's really cool, but when I got sick, and I had to spend a lot of time in the hospital, it was scary. I think because my disease specifically attacks my respiratory system, I really genuinely thought like, I can't. Is this it? I'm just not gonna be able to sing anymore. And it's taken a long time to even sort of like get back to this, this level. And I'm really grateful. I'm really grateful that I'm here at this level. Laser Wolf, thank you so much. Thank you. You're so sweet. Thank you for stopping by and for keeping up with all the weeks and the finale and stuff. But yeah, so whenever I would start feeling like really discouraged, I guess, I would think of, I didn't even really like, we have mutual friends. I have mutual friends with Mouse. But I never really gotten to know her, gotten to talk to her. But I would think of her, and I would think of how she's really been through it, and she's been on oxygen, and she still sounds great, and she streams all the time. She's like always live, and she has so much love and energy to give her audience. So whenever I would start feeling like extra discouraged or just like, all right, this is not a feasible content creation, it's just not feasible anymore, I would think of her and I would go, like, if Mouse can do it, I can do it. So it was a very meaningful experience for me to be able to sort of do this and have this be my sort of foray back into making content and having it be through like her event. Yeah, Belle, you're so right. Yeah, I mean, something like a chronic illness it's a lot to sort of mentally process and accept. And she's great. Oh, the other thing is she is I think she's great at how she handles her advocacy and her, raising awareness for her condition and immune deficiency. And yeah, it's been helpful to me because it's been, for me specifically, I definitely would like to, gracefully integrate that into my presence online in terms of raising awareness about vasculitis, just because being aware saved my life, and I didn't know what it was until a doctor offhandedly mentioned that it existed to me. So yeah, it's important to me. It's important to me that I would like to teach people that it exists and that it is a thing and what some of the symptoms look like, just because that saved my life. So yeah, and I don't want to do it in a way that's like really, really annoying or anything, or like, it becomes all like the focus of the content ever. But I would like to, be involved in advocacy and awareness for it. Yeah, so I think hopefully, especially, right now, stuff like subs and donos and stuff like that, it's all very, very generous. Thank you guys. That is pretty much going, for now, directly towards like my treatment. So I gotta get myself in remission again first, and I gotta get, fully back on my feet. But once I do, I would love to be involved with, contributing to research for vasculitis and, stuff like Mouse does for the Immune Deficiency Foundation. So yeah, it's lots to look forward to. And anyway, yeah. So I'm excited. It doesn't feel like the end of the road for me. It feels like, all right, this was a really cool sort of like jump start and a boost. And I got a lot done. I got these scenes done. It's stuff like creating these scenes and creating, like these assets and everything is like, again, it's stuff that like I could have done on my own, but I think the Academy really helped me lock in and provided that structure that was very helpful. It's the start of a new journey. Yeah. I want to see if I think there's a stream elements. I tried adding the stream elements bot, so maybe !health actually works as a command now. But I'm not sure. Let me see. Oh, it does. Yeah. Yeah. So there's a link to sort of like the stats. I'm laughing because if you go to that page, it's just all I can do is really laugh because it's like the worst RNG possible. It's like, it's 12 to 14 million cases, or no, 12 to 14 cases per million worldwide or something. It's just like really ridiculous odds. and yeah, the fact that, it was just bad RNG. We rolled the negative 500. And also the fact that it literally attacks like everything that I need for singing, like my sinuses and my hearing and my lungs. And oh yeah, I haven't really talked about it too much, but I'm pretty much deaf in one ear right now. Which was also a challenge because I actually this was really embarrassing. But the production team was really they were really good natured about it, and so I finished the mock debut presentation, and so I have my audio mixed down, like my output on my computer. It's set to mono. It's like a mono mix down for accessibility, right? Because like I can't hear out of my left ear. So so when I finished everything, right, and I like listened to it, I'm on my headphones and I'm like, wow, okay, cool, yeah, it sounds good. Oh, Anon, thank you so very much for the $35. Thank you. That's very generous of you. I appreciate you. You're my prima donna patron. Thank you. But yeah, so I listened to it and I was like, yeah, this sounds good. And I turned it in, and then the next day, Cade was listening to it, and he's like, what you turned in only has audio in one ear. And I was like, literally, okay, I like, oh. I was so embarrassed because we had like, that was like the deadline was like the night before and stuff. I was like, at Panini, at production, I just realized this audio is messed up and it's only in one ear. I'm sorry. Here's the actual version. And they were like, oh yeah, actually, production said they noticed that and they fixed it on their end. So they were really good natured about it. But I was really embarrassed. I was like, I'm laughing about it now. It was another moment where it's just like, I can't do this. I've been too nerfed. But no, it was, I feel like the staff was very accommodating. You're right. It wouldn't be a VTuber debut without Scuff. Mouse has issues with audio levels sometimes for the same reason. I didn't know that. That makes me feel better. But yeah. So it was fun. It was a really fun experience. It's weird to say because, like, obviously, like, I mean, I feel like in any competition, there's always gonna be like a little bit of disappointment because, like, yeah, you're going for the goal, you're going for the grand prize, but like, again, like, I feel like the three of us really we worked so hard to get to the end there, and we each had our charms, we each had our thing that you know was really cool and I think set us apart. And Jade just like really, he went all out. So I'm really happy. I'm excited to see. For sure, I know he's gonna be producing great content as Salem. I don't know exactly what Jeannie's plans are in terms of like getting a model right now might be on the back burner for her. Like it might be like a down the road type of thing, but yeah, we all want to collaborate, we all want to, we're staying in touch and everything, so yeah, and we all want to like yeah, we're staying in touch with Mouse, and yeah. A Sterling says, do you have to take some kind of inhaler like I do to deal with asthma? Not currently. There was a point at which I had a really bad cough. It's weird to think about now. Because like I don't have that cough anymore, but it was like, I started when the cough started, it was like I was coughing up blood from my lungs, which is scary, but again, I feel like all you can really do is sort of like laugh about it in retrospect. I don't know, I guess that's a silly, morbid coping mechanism, I guess. But Wee says almost home, will be on the chat soon. Yay! That's exciting. Oh, I hope you had a good time at TwitchCon. But anyway, yeah, so so for sure, there was some funky stuff going on with my cough, and Kate says, haha, smile. Haha, yeah, it's so funny. It's so funny when, yeah, it was bad. The way that my treatment works is I get these infusions, right? I got my first set back in March, April. It's a set of 2 infusions, and it's every 6 months. So my next ones are next month, and I'm actually really excited about it because I've been feeling kind of crummy again lately. So I think it'll be really helpful. And yeah, but basically the way that these treatments work is it takes time. So like it sort of takes time for it to what are the medical terms I'm looking for? Just sort of take effect. I don't know why I'm thinking about it like it's a computer, like I'm rebooting the computer and changes need to take effect. Trying to adapt. Thank you so much. Thank you for watching the finale. Am I still doing YouTube? Not currently. I would like to return to YouTube whenever, I'm able to start making content, like VTuber content more regularly. This is a great start, but I really want to make the design that I came up with Ross. I would like for that to happen. I want to fully realize the prima donna palm one day. So I would like to wait until I have like a full custom model. But when I do, I would love to post on YouTube in maybe a different way. Historically it's just been covers, but yeah. Yay! Thank you. Current outfit looks really nice. Yeah. For those that are tuning in now, this customizable model is also by Miku T. It's just it's like the more advanced version of the one that I was using in the competition. They were super generous, and they provided those models for us. And yeah, so that one was like a half body, and this one has like hands and legs and stuff. so I decided, you know, I had a lot of fun using the Miku-T model, so I wanted to support Miku-T on Etsy by getting this one. And it's still very affordable. It's like $40 or $45. It really, again, really, really affordable. You would never guess it, right? Because it looks beautiful. Lots of more outfit choices. So I was able to sort of like come up with, you know, elements, mix and match elements that are, yeah, sort of like a stage dress or something that I really liked. Oh, Shinoface says, don't know if you saw my message earlier, but the art style of your model, have you thought about being drawn like a 2D Disney princess? That would be crazy. Wow. You know what? That's you're kind of cooking. Oh, hey Sterling, thank you. You're cooking. Hey Sterling is cooking with subs, and Shinoface is cooking with ideas. Yeah, honestly, that'd be fun. I would like whatever my model ends up looking like, whatever artist eventually helps me bring it to life. I want it to be in a style that would look cohesive and consistent with like Giwi. Just because I know I'd be collaborating with her a lot. So yeah, definitely not like I don't know. I don't know if I don't think Nanoless is in my budget, but something that looks cohesive with hers. If I ever go back on cam, it's not something that like it's not something that I feel super comfortable with anymore, and that's just, I mean, that's a me thing. I think it takes a lot more out of me to be on camera, and I think at the end of the day, I've really enjoyed making content like this with a model, because when I'm looking at the stream, when I'm looking at OBS, it feels like an escape. I don't know if that makes sense, but it's yeah, I feel like it's like I'm clocking into like this, like I said, the superhero diva version of me that is not facing the challenges of a flesh tuber's body. It's just like the lore video. Yeah. And this feels right. You know, being on camera used to feel right. It used to feel like the right fit, and now I feel like this does. And it's been really fun. Yeah, Kale. Hi, Kale. Hi. Thank you for joining us. Giwi style is so pretty. She looks great now. She's also getting like, have you seen her? I know Nano's been posting like work in progress posts, because she's getting a live 2D model and it's looking really good. But yeah. No elephants also. I'm scrolling up. Sorry. Like I keep like looking off into the distance while I think, and missing like stuff in chat. No Elephant says, do you have any next steps in what you're going to be streaming in the future? Oh, I'm sure it will be wonderful. That's really sweet. Honestly, I don't have a roadmap for right now. Right now, it's I guess I'm sort of like sticking to like my comfort things. So that's like chatting with you guys, and then the other day we played Roblox. I like Roblox because it's low commitment. It's something that I enjoy doing, and it sort of like de-stresses. Well, except for okay, so the other day I was playing this game called Pet Tower Tycoon on Roblox, right? And all right, you're gonna need that's a cliffhanger, because I want to thank VHS for Life 97. Thank you so much for the resub. Oh, Ace Attorney investigation stream, or alternatively force Kate to stream it. Okay, all right. Counterpoint. So the the counterpoint is have you guys played the first Ace Attorney Investigations game? If you have, I guess, okay, all right. So here's if you've played the first AAI game and you've watched Cade's streams, particularly like any visual novel mystery streams, do you feel like he would have a good time playing the last case of that? I don't think he would. Yeah, Phil knows. Phil knows exactly what I'm talking about. I would say, okay, even for me, I love Ace Attorney with all my heart. You know, I was making my... I won't give any spoilers. Faye, I won't give any spoilers. But I will say, even for me, I felt like it really drags on a lot. And I love Ace Attorney. I'm like the biggest, like even the quote unquote worst cases in Ace Attorney, I'll defend them because I love Ace Attorney. But I don't think Cade would enjoy that last case in the first game. But I would love for him to play you know, the next games in the mainline series, or the Somnium Files. I do Laser Wolf. I love was it Laser Wolf that asked? I love visual novels. Who asked if I love VNs? Oh, Spartan Crab. Yes, I love VNs. They're like my favorite, especially mystery VNs. Oh yeah, that's what I was gonna say. So because of the time constraint, I'd actually made this whole slide for the mock debut that was like my favorite types of games and media and stuff. I had to cut it because yeah, the time constraint was like, it was crazy. You know, 10 minutes really just doesn't feel like, it goes by so fast. But I talked all in that original slide. I had a whole section about how I love VNs. They're like my favorite. I could in theory show it now. Hang on, please hold. You're cooking, Belle. You're cooking. Let me add. Let's see. Okay. Yeah, it's right here. Let me move it. I don't know where I should put it. Make it little. Put it right here. Here, I'll move myself up. Hi. This is my favorite media. Where's Danganronpa? Okay, I specifically told Cade, I specifically told Cade I didn't put I left Danganronpa off of the visual novels list because I didn't want to give people like the wrong impression and for them to think that I was a gooner. But in the end it didn't even matter because I didn't show this slide. But anyway, yeah. So anime, my favorite anime, most of them are most of them are music related. And yeah, so it's like Cowboy Bebop, Carol and Tuesday, Your Lie in April, Kids on the Slope. I really like all of those, and it's because I really like how they all examine music. Well, I guess Cowboy Bebop less so. Cowboy Bebop just has like a lot of great music integrated, and it's more embedded into like the rhythm of the show, which is great. But you know, Carol and Tuesday, Your Lie in April, and Kids on the Slope each have a really they have like their own approaches to showing. I'd say Carol and Tuesday really has a focus on like, oh, how does music tie into like society? Your Lie in April, and Kids on the Slope are very much how does it affect you personally? Katie loves Kids on the Slope. I love Kids on the Slope. The festival scene where they play Someday My Prince Will Come is one of my favorite moments in anime. It's really, really good. Yeah. So I like lots of music anime. As far as anime films, I like Wolf Children, which relevant. That's Prima Donna Palm Core, and then Kiki's Delivery Service. That's my favorite. Yeah, so I guess that's the cute film, and then Perfect Blue, which is not a cute film, but I think these all sort of they reflect different aspects of my personality and my interests. Oh yeah, Robopup. Yeah, Your Lie in April is really good. It's really, really good. Oh man. When I feel, I don't know. Here's the thing. I don't know if I could ever watch it again. I mean, I might try one day. I think it would feel completely different now. But it's a great show. Yeah. So those are my favorite anime. And then. Yeah, willingly. I love Perfect Blue. Actually, in some of the Dress to Impress videos where I was playing with Jacob and Wildcard and stuff, I did Mima, both versions of Mima. I did like Jam Mima and then like the red outfit Mima. Beffica 8. No, I've not watched March Comes In Like a Lion, but I'd like to. I'd like to. And then where was I? There are other shows that I know. I've not watched Belle, the film. I feel like I would like that. I would like that one. Hi, Hui! It's good to see you. Welcome back. I also get distracted too easily, Matt. That's why in my first slide it was like likes and then dislikes, long movies. I can't sit through them. Well, like I can if I'm like watching a movie, like on my couch where I can pause it and get up and go, and if it's like on my terms, then sure, I'll watch a long movie. But if I am at a movie theater, I can't do it. I can't sit there for 3 hours, or even like anything past 2. It's tough. It's a rough world out here for ADHD brains. Katie, you should totally watch Perfect Blue. I can't speak for Belle because I haven't watched it. However, yeah, wait, I want to turn the music back on. I guess I forgot to loop the playlist. By the way, most of this music was from Octopath Traveler and Octopath Traveler 2 because I love it. Okay. Oh yeah, Samurai Champloo is also great. Really, really great music in that as well. Yeah, and then we have the visual novels, which is the whole reason I pulled this up. Ace Attorney, all of them, just all of them, especially Great Ace Attorney. Gosh, it's really tough for me to to admit that Great Ace Attorney is just like, it's better. They're better games than the mainline series, because I have such a, in my heart, I have such a love for the main cast, you know, and Phoenix and Miles and Maya. But Great Ace Attorney, really great games. That's why they put the word great in there. Oh my gosh, Adam, you have to play it. Okay, so I would say that both games really are just like one game. It doesn't feel like, you know, the mainline ones where it feels like you complete a story kind of with one game. I would say like Great Ace Attorney feels like a 2-part story, and you gotta play the second one. You gotta play the second one. You gotta do it. You gotta do it, and then next time you come back to chat, I'm gonna ask you every time, have you played the second game? I'm honestly, I'm just really happy that we got them localized. I thought it would never happen because of the nature of it, but we did. Anyway, so yeah, Ace Attorney, Professor Layton, really excited that we're getting a new one. Zero Escape series was also great. Eye of the Somnium Files, I think Eye of the Somnium Files is my favorite recent sort of modern VN mystery type. It's great. The acting is great. It's fun. It's sort of that like. It's a good mood. It's a good mood. I like the characters. I think. Aiba! Is that Barry's emote? Oh my god. Yeah. Oh yeah, Tama. My bad. But yeah, and then Danganronpa. But I didn't put it on the slide. Rickles, hi! Yeah, the honorary spot for Danganronpa. My VTubers live. Hashtag paparazzi. Yay! Welcome. My favorite JRPGs are Final Fantasy X and Octopath Traveler 1 and 2. Octopath Traveler 2 was an incredible game. Final Fantasy X is my forever nostalgia goggles. I could play it a million times game. And then Octopath Traveler 1 and 2 are my favorite modern JRPGs. And the first Xenoblade as well. But especially Octopath Traveler 1 and 2. I keep saying it to my friends lately. Nobody is doing it like Yasunori Nishiki. He is just, his soundtracks are so good. I do like Ghost Trick as well. Ghost Trick was great. And oh wow, I really should have put on this slide because it features a Pomeranian. The prima donna Pom will have to play Ghost Trick. That's gonna be mandatory. Are we also like required to play or attempt to play Tokyo Jungle? Even though it's like really brutal, I don't think I'd be good with it. But I kind of feel like, is that not like we gotta. Oh, and also that gosh, I can't remember who developed it, but the cute little Pomeranian messing everything up game. We have to play that one. VHS for life. Thank you for gifting us up to Rickles. That game would upset you, then maybe we'll avoid it. And then yes, so we have casual games, Nintendogs, of course, Animal Crossing, Roblox, which we've already discussed, Scarlet Abyss, thank you for stepping with Prime. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate that. Yes, and then dress-up games. So like Style Savvy, which I would really love to get a new game of on Switch, you know. But we got Fashion Dreamer, which is also really nice. I liked Fashion Dreamer a lot. Dress to Impress has been really fun. In the past, I've played Love Nikki. I'll probably, when I say probably, I mean definitely, play Infinity Nikki when it comes out. Yeah, I like dress-up games. I like tycoon games. Oh wait, I never finished my Pet Tower Tycoon story. This is perfect because we were just talking about Roblox. Yeah, so Roblox can be relaxing, except for this one game, Pet Tower Tycoon, is making me mad because there is, you know, it's an 8-player server, right? And these parachutes come down from the sky, and they give you resources that are really, really helpful towards building your tycoon. Like, really helpful. You get big multipliers. And then all these, like, all the kids were, like, sniping all the crates. And they were not being polite, you know. It's just, like, you gotta share. You have to be polite about it. And they were not being polite about it. So, I spent 50 Robux, which is, like, the equivalent of 50 cents or something, to make my own server. Now nobody can take the crates. Well, except for my friends. My friends are allowed on it, but not the kids. It's every man for themselves in Pet Tower Tycoon. Honestly, that's what they were acting like, and I was so mad because I'd be like, you know, I would stand under a parachute, like, oh, I'm gonna grab this one, and then a kid would just come out of nowhere. I mean, I don't know. I'm assuming it's a kid. Maybe it's someone my age who's just being mean. They'd like jump and grab it, and I was like, why? Rude. But once I got my own server, it was relaxing. I wasn't stressed anymore. Also, VHS for Life, thank you for gifting a sub to Katie. I appreciate that. Very, very much. Oh yes, and mobile games with terrible ads. Yeah. I don't really I don't know how else what else to say on this one. I like mobile games that I usually find through terrible ads. Sometimes, like, so I'll be playing one, and then, you know, it's just like, you see the same ad over and over, right? And then you're like, okay, I have to see what this is about. And then you download it, and then sometimes most of the time it's kind of trash. But then sometimes, like, and the ones that I keep playing are usually, like, merging games. I really like merging games. But yeah, it's, but then sometimes you have, like, okay, alright. Sometimes you have, like, Homescapes, you know, the match 3 game that stars Austin the Butler, and I think about those mobile game ads for Homescapes and I get mad. Okay. And I get mad, and I'll tell you why. It's because by V Just for Life, you'll never know why I get mad. But I hope you have a good night. Roblox is on mobile, so does it count as a mobile game? Yeah, I guess. Sometimes, yeah. Sometimes I say that to my friends. I say, it's a mobile game. You have no excuse for, like, not logging on or whatever. But, yeah, no, so I get mad because I have played Homescapes. It's a match 3 game. You also get to decorate the mansion and stuff. And I'll tell you, Austin is a stand-up guy. You know, he moves back to his childhood home. He's a butler. He went to butler school. You know, he literally went to Butler Academy. So it's, I guess it's like, he went to Butler College. He is very polite. He is in love with his childhood friend Catherine, but he's very respectful about it. You know, like it's kind of one of those like anime sort of like hee hee, I'm blushing, hee hee, oh my gosh, Catherine's coming over, tee hee. But he's, you know, he's an elegant man. He's respectful. And he's nothing like the mobile game ads. Like, I get it. I understand the mobile game ad meta. You have to do something shocking, or like, you know, you have to get people's attention. And it's gotta be like a really campy, trashy ad or whatever. But like, Austin would never. And so the ads make me mad. I think it's a misrepresentation of his character. A Sterling says this might be controversial, but I have like a mild grudge against mobile games. Why? Oh my gosh! By the way, I have heard of Violet Evergarden, but I've never watched it. It seems like it looks really pretty though. Anytime I've ever seen any stills from it, I thought it looked really nice. Yeah, the mobile game ad meta is crazy. You know, I've actually been telling Kate, like, you should make a video on mobile game ads. Really just dissecting them. There are just a lot of tropes in mobile game ads that I think are very fascinating. Like, for example, like families freezing, like they love showing you like they love showing you the oh my gosh, she just found out that her husband or baby daddy is cheating on her, and now she's stuck with the baby out in the cold and in the cabin, and you have to fix it. Please help them or they will starve and freeze to death. And it's really it's fascinating. It's fascinating. And yes, you're so right, Necrocade. The level 50 Mafia boss versus level 10 henchmen. Or the fish that are like, oh, I'm a level 1 fish. Or I'm a level 2 fish. I have to eat the level 1 fish. And then I'm a level 3 fish. And now I can, you know, that type of thing. Oh yes, they love going, help me. That's Royal Match. Yeah, honestly, the impact of mobile game models in both advertising and money making model, it must be studied. I'm sure it has been. I just haven't read the research, but. Ant Empire, I've seen ads for, I don't know if it's specifically Ant Empire, but probably because I'm thinking of a game where you're an ant. Wow, Jules, thank you for the raid. Hello everybody. Oh wow. Hi everyone. Oh, hello Raiders, hello Jules. I'm just catching my chat up on VTuber Academy. For those of you that are joining, I was part of Ironmouse's VTuber Academy, and we had finals today, and I was a runner-up. So I was telling everybody about my experience. And then we got distracted because I was talking about mobile games. Well, mostly like I finished talking about VTuber Academy mostly, but I was showing them I had this slide that didn't make it into finals, where it had like it was just because of time constraints I had to cut it, but it had my favorite media on there, and on there is mobile games with terrible ads. So yeah, thank you Jules. It was a great experience. That was me, chat. That was not your computer. That was Adobe Acrobat telling me that I should make it my default PDF app. But yes, Yeah, literally, level 1 thug, level 99 CEO. It's like that. I was telling them about, homescapes. Anyway, yeah. What was I? No, yeah, I was, then I was saying, I had a lot of fun, doing the academy. I had a lot of fun meeting Ironmouse. I was telling Tat earlier, I have very, I have a lot of respect for Mouse, especially now. So getting to sort of get to know her, and meet her through the academy meant a lot to me. Ouija the God is level 99 CEO. It's true, it's true. But yeah. So that's the recap. I guess we were kind of talking about future plans. Main thing is I want to make the concept that I came up with, the design that Ross and I made. I would like to make that happen one day, but for now, I'm using a customizable model from Etsy. It was made by Mikuti, who also made the model that I was using in the competition. So that model was great, but it is only like a half body model. It had like less options. This is very affordable. It was like 40 or 45 bucks, and it has more options. I was able to sort of like make it give it more of the prima donna vibe, which is something that I wanted to have in the interim while we sort of make that happen. Hi, Emil. Emil says, "Model, you're on camera." You're so sweet. You're so sweet, Emil. I wish. I wish. Future plans play Archipelago with me. I saw in the server that everyone is talking about playing Archipelago, and I saw that Evan said that Paper Mario is part of it now. I feel like if I were to do Archipelago, that's the one I would want to do. If it was Paper Mario 64. Also, Lawless, thank you for subbing again. What's a dog's favorite spice? Paprika. That's perfect, you guys. That's perfect. Literally on theme today. We had for those of you that didn't watch the finale, for my mock debut, I had some, like, I had like a community name and hashtags like VTubers usually do, and my community name was Paparazzi. So you guys, if you are part of the if you're part of the community, you're part of the paparazzi. And then it was hashtag paparazzi, hashtag meme Madonna for memes, and hashtag prima donna art for art. Adorable fan name. Thank you. I actually have to give, I actually was having lunch with Giwi one day, and I was telling her about some of my ideas and like some of the stuff that I had been working on visually. And I was talking about a feature that sort of, I didn't end up using it, but this program that I was using, and that I used to sort of make this beautiful sort of like opera scene, make it have like nice warm lighting and everything. It's called Shoost. You can get it if you pledge $5 on Patreon for it. It's called, again, Shoost. Michi actually taught us about that last week. So it has this really cool camera flashing feature that I thought about using. In the end, I didn't because it seemed a little, again, like we were really working on time constraints, so I wanted it to be really snappy and stuff. But yeah, so I was telling her about the sort of like camera flashes, and I was like, yeah, it'd be fun to sort of like make it look like, oh, it's it's the paparazzi, because you know, the concept for Prima Donna Palm is very, the aesthetic is very old Hollywood, and yeah, sort of like old Hollywood opera house, like celebrity prima donna. And so I was telling her about it, and she was like, your fan name, have you like decided on it? And I told her a couple of ideas that I had. And she was like, okay, because, you know, you said that, and it made me think, like, paparazzi. And I heard it, and I immediately was like, that's it. Sometimes you just know. You just know. And I knew. I was like, that's it. That's it. That's, you know, that's gold, buddy. It was, yeah, no. It was like lightning struck. Slash pause. Slash pause. Popra. Anyway, yeah. So shout out to Giwi for that one. Yeah. It was such a fun process. I was actually, I was thinking about, so I thought it was really sweet. I mean, the whole process was kind of like that. I think especially for finals, you know, we were getting mentoring from Giga and Michi, and we were sort of just, you know, brainstorming and talking about our concepts. And, you know, I used to live in San Diego, so Jeannie, Patastic, her lore is literally like, she's a crimson panda, and she sees, you know, Jeannie, the human, at the zoo, and chooses her as like a host, right? And I told her, I was like, I used to live in San Diego, and they have like one of the world's largest, coolest zoos ever, and TwitchCon is in San Diego, so you should make that part of the lore, that you're like at the San Diego Zoo. And she was like, oh, wow, that's a really good idea. And I wasn't like, I mean, I put my water down. I wasn't like, I generally just, I thought it was a good idea. I wanted her to have it because I thought it'd be cute. But I thought it was really sweet. She was like, I'm gonna put you in my credits. I'm gonna put you in my credit slide. And then she did. I was like, I watched it today, and I saw myself in the credits, and it made me really happy. I told her, I was like, that's so sweet. She didn't have to do that. But yeah, and then the next day, Giwi, I feel like then Giwi sort of like indirectly is like the lore idea karma bus sort of got paid for. Because then Giwi was like, you should do paparazzi. And that is, yeah, that's sort of like, I think especially that last round, it felt very collaborative. It felt very, like everyone was trying to help each other out and stuff, so it was a good vibe. Yeah. But yeah. Kevin Manning said, wow, how long has it been since you streamed? You're a VTuber now. Do you still stream music and Mario Kart? So I've actually, if you type !health, you can learn a little bit about, I've been really sick this year, so I'm kind of just now getting back into making content. And yeah, so so this is actually sort of the beginning of my VTuber journey. And yeah, so I'm sort of like, I'm easing back into streaming, easing back into making content for you guys. And in the past month, I've been exploring the medium of VTubing, and it feels like the right fit now. So yeah, that's something that I'm gonna keep doing. Sam, thank you. No, thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for the 10 gift subs. That's really, really generous. Yeah, thank you. I really appreciate it. Yeah, all of those, you know, related, obviously related, all of that, those go to helping me pay for treatment and stuff, and important things. So thank you. I really appreciate it. Belle says, I'm happy you're in a place health-wise that you feel comfortable getting back into it. Thank you. Me too. Yeah, again, I know I keep saying this, but I'm grateful for the structure of the academy, because I think having those checkpoints every week definitely definitely, it was exhausting and it was really difficult, especially because it was like the first sort of like content and big undertaking that I was doing, you know, since getting sick. So it was kind of like all right, we're diving head first back into the deep end, sort of, you know, with those turnaround times. But it was great because it sort of helped me just make stuff and not, you know, there wasn't enough time for me to stop and be like, I'll or like put it off, you know, like there was no like, I'll make this scene tomorrow, I'll experiment with this on shoes tomorrow, or like, you know, I'll do it when I'm not, like when I don't have a headache or something like that, you know. It was very much like, all right, you gotta turn it in by Friday night because that's the cutoff. And so that was great, and yeah, so I'm thankful. I think it was a good experience. Lee, thank you so much for gifting a 12 months tier 1 sub to Jeremy Senpai. Thank you. That's very, very sweet. Thank you. Very, very, very generous. Wow. Thank you. And thank you for joining us after TwitchCon. You're probably very tired. Sam says, I can't get over how cute your model is. Thank you. So I actually, this is sort of like the advanced, more, more advanced version of the one that I used in the competition. That one was just a half model. I'll show you guys. This one has hands, and I got legs now. The feet are kind of like, it's like those stubs. But the main thing was, again, I really like the options for being able to make it something a little bit more opera house appropriate. He says, just making sure only the VTuber made it to TwitchCon, not the actual person, correct? Yes, that's correct. So the three of us, and Mouse and Connor participated remotely. And then Jaden and Ross were there in person, yeah. I love ears that move. That's a really big priority for me in terms of getting a model made, a custom model. I want it to have really expressive ears, because the whole concept is sort of based on, you know, elements of me and then elements of Marnie. And Marnie has extremely expressive ears. You know, she's not really a dog. She's actually not a dog that wags her tail a whole bunch. When she's happy, or when she is, when she knows she's doing something sneaky she's not supposed to, her ears are like, they go all the way back. They're like, like, yeah, she wags her ears. She doesn't really wag her tail. She does sometimes, but it's rare. It's mostly her ears. Her ears go back, and they wiggle a lot. So I want to have expressive wiggly ears. She does. She's a little piggy tail. It's like curled. I listened to this morning. I don't know how many of you have played Octopath Traveler 2, but before finals today, I was listening to Agnea's songs. It felt like the same thing, you know, when she finally makes it to the end, and she gets on the stage with Dulcinea. Except for Dulcinea's like, well, I don't want to spoil it, but like Dulcinea and Mouse are very, very different. The thing that they have in common, though, is they're both excellent singers, and wonderful divas. But yes, this is one of Agnea's songs. This one plays at the beginning of her journey. 2 is, and it's crazy. because I really liked 1, but 2 is truly better than 1 in so many, like, really every level. I don't know. I'm really struggling to think of, like, something that I liked more about 1. It had Cyrus in it. Yeah, no, literally. Yeah, 1 had Cyrus. That's kind of the who did you start as? I started as Agnea because I started as Primrose in the first one. So it felt right. It felt right to sort of continue the tradition of being the dancer. And yeah. I was happy with that decision both times. I felt like narratively they both really they had a great payoff. I think again, not to spoil, but Agnea's, you know, they all had kind of like their themes for their final bosses, and Agnea's did not disappoint. It had a great payoff for picking Agnea. And it's great. It's silly because like you sort of think of like, oh, well, the dancer's not gonna have like it's gonna be a silly story, or it's not gonna be very compelling. But Prim had a very emotionally compelling story in the first one, and then I liked the take on. I liked seeing Agnea's approach to dancing. It's completely different. It's literally like they completely turned the role on its head, because you know you have Prim, who's sort of been in this forced into this sort of like life of a dancer and stuff. It's this very like dark undertones, and then you have Agnea, who just loves it. She loves it, and yeah, it's cool. It says, it still blows me away how they were able to have the same archetypes as the first game, but with way different takes on them. Yes. Yeah, and they did that with, like, all of them. Hell, wait, I have to turn the jukebox back on. This is not Octopath. This is this is Origami King Cafe relaxing theme. But yeah, they did that, so like, the cleric was like that too, where you have, in the first game, you had, what was her name, Ophelia? Was it Ophelia? I don't remember. I actually don't remember. It was Ophelia, right? It was, yeah. She's she's probably my least favorite party member from the first game. But still, you know, still great. But and then in the second game they have Temenos, who is just totally different. He's so different. He really did. They turned it on its head. It was cool. It's cool. And then the merchant, you know, you had Tressa, who's this like bright-eyed little girl in the first one, and then you have Particio in the second one, and he is Mr. Yeehaw, and he invents, you know, half the things that we use today in modern life. Elita, thank you so much for the raid. That is so kind of you. Welcome, everybody. Hashtag great, I'll grab my stuff. What's that about? What were you guys doing? Thank you so much for the raid. Miracle Captors says, all this talk of dairy products makes me hungry. But unfortunately there's the dude I have to watch out for now. The wrong dairy products make him really mad. Their name is Michael. Oh, sorry. Oh, I got... Okay. Hang wait, I have to lock my model. I'm still getting used to it. Your name is Michael Esther Hall. Thank you guys for raiding and for coming here. But yeah, Partitia is Mr. Yeehaw, and I really enjoyed his story. Anyway, yeah, so I like Octopath too. That's why most of the music that we've been listening to today has been from that game. Yeah, it was a really big inspiration for, I mean, this scene in general, like the scene behind me that I've made, the the OBS scene. I know a lot of people don't like, it's a controversial, I guess, art decision. Some people don't like the bloom in, you know, the visuals for Octopath, but I really like it. I like how dreamy it feels. It's sparkly and dreamy, and yeah. So this, you know, I wanted to find a way to sort of bring that feeling to what I wanted to make here. Yeah. Oh, he says, oh, that's really sweet. Got you a gift from Artist Alley. Is there someone whom I get clothing and towels from that was actually there this year? That's really sweet. Gotta figure out how I am going to get it to you. If you see any of our San Diego friends ever, you know, you can pass it on to them for sure, and they will pass it on to me. That's so sweet. Thank you. Fia, hi Fia. Thank you for subbing. Is that famous chat moderator turned VTuber AdrianaFigueroa? It is. Hi, welcome. Hi. Thank you guys for coming to to hang out. You know, it's been, honestly, I was like, I knew I wanted to do like a recap, you know, for a VTuber Academy recap. Sorry, Alphin's theme started playing. And it, so I was like in my mind, and I'm like really tired because I didn't sleep a lot last night, because we had an early call time and stuff. So I was like, oh, you know, if I'm gonna do the recap, there's no better time to do it than like today. You know, I feel like today is the time to do it. While it's still fresh in everyone's minds and my mind. And I was like, gosh, I'm really tired though, so like I'll only like, it'll be like a really short stream. But I'm having lots of fun. I'm having lots of fun talking to you guys. So thank you. Belle says, honestly, I was hoping you would sometime today or tomorrow. Yay! I'm happy that I was able to do it. Aw, okay, good night, Fia. Thank you so much for coming by. I'm glad you're slowly coming back to stream. Thank you. I'm glad too. Well, and like, you know, it's kind of like I was saying, I think where I am now, I mean, I'll still probably have to end it soon, like maybe in the next, you know, 15-20 minutes. Just because like when I yap a whole bunch, things are still healing, because like I said, that treatment sort of like takes a while to sort of work in the body. And when I yap a lot, my voice gets sore. Kind of. It's not anything that is like, you know, I can take like some of the medications that I have to take every day help it, and then like, you know, Advil or something like ibuprofen or Tylenol will help it. But yeah, I was like, oh, it'll just be like really short. But then I was having lots of fun talking to you guys. And I think the more that I do this with a model, the more I realize like, how to say, I think when I was doing this on camera, there was a whole lot more. I mean, even, you know, sick or not, you know, health issues or not, I think anyone can agree that having to get camera ready for a stream just is more energy and time, right? So even when I wasn't sick, I feel like committing mentally, like sort of making that commitment to myself of, okay, I'm gonna sit down and I'm gonna stream and I'm gonna press go live. It felt like way more of a commitment. Whereas I think doing it with the model and having, you know, a lot of it is also, I did a lot of work for the Academy. So now I have these assets. They have everything set up. It felt a lot easier to sort of say like, okay, well, yeah, I will do it. I'll stream today. And, you know, within like 30 minutes, I was able to get the stream up and running. And that's really huge for me. I think it eliminates a big barrier to making content for me that is just it's a lot. Well, so actually the very first round where they were doing our lore videos, Ross's editor Noah, you know, he's been making really great edits of each week so that everyone, you know, can keep up. And then on the next week, you know, there could be like a recap played and stuff. So for the very first week, you know, since the nature of the competition was, it's gonna be flesh tubers turned VTubers. They told us like, oh, if you're comfortable like appearing on camera, record your camera also as well. And I set everything up, you know, and I'm pretty sure like almost everybody did. I think maybe Manly might not have. I'm not sure though. Pretty much almost everybody did though. And I did. It was I recorded my camera, but I felt shy, I guess. I don't know, I never submitted it because they gave the option of like, if you're comfortable with it, you know, if you're comfortable being on camera. Obviously they're not gonna say you have to do it because, you know, it's a VTuber competition. So I think it would be silly if they made it required. But yeah, I didn't submit it. I have the file. But it was scary. I don't know. But yeah. This isn't scary. This doesn't feel so scary. I feel happy. Exactly, Val. Yeah. Mouse would never say you have to be on camera. I did feel a little bit silly because the whole point of the competition is like flesh tubers are participating. These Also, hi Hayden. Hi. Sorry, I just realized you were here. Hello. Thank you, Hayden. You're so sweet. I'll grab my water. Hang on. Yippee! I drink the water. Okay, stay hydrated. Thank you so much, Hayden. I had lots and lots of fun. And I'm happy because I got to sing for everyone. I got to sing for Mouse. If you were to create an Undertale Soul game, what color would you be? Cyan Patience, Orange Bravery, Blue Integrity, Purple Perseverance, Green Kindness, Yellow Justice. Ooh, Well, like, yellow's my favorite color. but I think I would be more drawn to the values of perseverance or kindness. I suppose perseverance is the theme of this year. So purple. Must persevere. And that's why I'm here. Yeah. Yeah. I really like this. This is, again, so, it's a customizable model. I think the quality of it is really, really nice. Oh, Steph in time, thank you so much. Thank you for the bits. You're so kind, you're so generous. I appreciate you. It's great to stream again. Yeah, no, I love this model. This is a really nice model, and I think I briefly mentioned this in you know, my mock debut, but I think that's my favorite thing about this sort of crash course that I've had in VTubing and getting to use these models. I'd never really used a model before. I think I gosh, like a ton of years ago, I used I don't know if anyone remembers the one Dicey Dungeons stream that I did where I had a tiny little dog. a little dog in the corner, and it kind of tracked a little bit. But other than that, I'd never used a model, and this was my first time doing it, and I really liked it because yeah, I think especially now it's cool because it's like, yeah, this is it's the me who can make content and is having, you know, all this fun and is, yeah. Well, Marnie's doing great. She's yappy as always. Yeah. So there was the little dog in the cup from VTube Studio is really cute. I remember the one that I used for that Dicey Dungeon stream that looked like Lola, which was really cute. Lola was my family's old dog. She passed away, but yeah, it looked like her. She was a cute little dachshund. My dog Marnie is 3. She's 3 years old. She's still essentially just a little baby. She just acts like a baby still. She's chilled out. She's chilled out from when she was a puppy, but she's still bossy. She's still bossy, and she's still yappy, and she still wants to play all the time. Which can be tough sometimes because I'm like, oh my gosh, please, Marnie, my back hurts. Please, I'm aching. I'm ailing. But she's very cute. She's doing very well. Oh, I'm sorry for your loss, Miracle Captors. It's never ever easy. It's never easy saying bye to a beloved furry friend. Yeah, she's the boss baby. All right. Aw, thank you, Badastro. Thank you. What breed is Marnie? She's a Pomeranian. She's the original prima donna Pom. I took much of my inspiration for my concept from her. She's a little diva, and so when I thought of what is the superhero sort of exaggerated version of myself, like what does that concept look like? I realized it's a lot like her. And she makes me happy, so I thought, why not combine these things that make me happy? And that's how the prima donna Plum concept was born. And it worked out great too because she you know, Pomeranian, for design reasons, design purposes, the Pomeranian, you know, fluff and fur is so perfect for like this sort of luxurious, like prima donna aesthetic, right? So you have like the fur stoles or like the tufts on dresses and stuff that are very reminiscent of like old Hollywood or like luxury, like divas and stuff. So it's perfect. I think it really sort of fell into place. For a really long time, my friends had said like, "Oh, you should be like a snail VTuber," which would also be, you know, that would have also been really fun. But you know, it was when I was submitting, like really committing to submitting for VTuber Academy, I had to sort of say like, okay, well, what's the concept that I want to commit to for me? What feels like me? And I realized like it's a dog girl, and that's not necessarily like unique. It's been, you know, the whole reason I, you know, like the first VTuber I ever really watched was Corone. And Aaron, thank you so much, thank you. Aw, you're so sweet. Thanks for coming by. Um, but yeah. So I realized like it's a dog. I'm a dog girl. I'm not a snail girl. I love snails. I truly love snails. I suppose I'm kind of like I'm a snail girl when I'm getting ready, like, to do anything or to go out the door. That's when I'm a snail girl. But when it comes to like my personality in general, or just how I interact with you guys and stuff, I feel like I'm more of a dog girl. Snail shell toggle, so true. That'd be funny. What are my thoughts on cats or slugs? I like them both. Both are good. However, I'm allergic to cats. I'm not allergic to slugs. So slugs have that going for them. However, I still love cats. I still try to take the Claritin and then, you know, take my chances. I'm thinking of Frasier, Jacob's cat. Anytime I see Frasier, I'm always very happy. And I know I'm allergic to cats, but I am like, hey, you're just a little guy. You're just a little big guy. He is. He's just a little guy. I know I'm allergic to him, but I still give him pets because how could you not? You know? And as long as I've taken Claritin before, it's usually okay-ish. But if not, my eyes start watering really bad and get really itchy and red. But it's always worth it. It's worth it because I get to pet Frasier, and we love that. But yeah. Aw, a single raindrop says, I'm glad I managed to catch a stream live. As someone with a similar condition, I want to say how brave and inspiring it is for you to keep going through it all. Thank you. That makes me really, really happy. That's how I feel when I look at Ironmouse, and so that makes me happy. I'm happy to pay it forward. That's all I ever want. Aw, Azure Lightning, I hope you're having a great night as well. Thank you. And yeah, I think speaking of mouse, it's been almost 2 hours since I went live, and I do need to I feel like if I went back and like listened to the VOD for this, probably I don't know. I'm curious to listen to it. My voice definitely feels more scraggly. It feels a little hoarse. More hoarse than when I started. I don't know, maybe you guys don't hear a difference. But yeah, it's time to wrap it up. I can feel it. However, yeah, speaking of Mouse, she is still doing she's still doing her subathon, I believe. So we should raid her. We should send her love. Let me see. Let me make sure that she is live still. She's playing Roblox. Oh, this is perfect. This is the content that I want to consume. So let's do that. Please hold. Yeah, let's go Roblox. That's what I'm talking about, Aaron. Raid. Yeah. Ironmouse. You guys, last night she was doing karaoke with her worm model and it was awesome. I really enjoyed that. It was crazy because she sang On My Own from Les Mis, and it was crazy because like she has such an expressive voice. I was like tearing up because it's On My Own and she was singing it so beautifully. But then she had her I was trying to tell Evan about it. I was trying to tell Thunder Scott about it. I was like, she just sang On My Own, and I was like tearing up, you know, like I actually like kind of cried, and I tried to show him, and I was like, I understand, like it looks silly because she's using her worm model with her cowboy hat. So, but if you just ignore that, it was really sad, but sad in like a good way. Anyway, yeah, I don't know if she's singing anymore today, or I know she mentioned maybe drawing today, last night. So I don't know. It's gonna be a surprise. Roblox, and then whatever she decides to do next. But thank you guys so much for joining me and for listening to my recap and for hanging out. You have a great night too, Emil. Everyone have a great night. Oh, and wait, thank you. Oh, I'm glad you guys liked the Carmen piece. Okay, I'm gonna hit raid now. And I'll try to stream again this coming week. It's a lot easier now. I will. I'll take care of myself and rest my voice so that we can reconvene again soon. Bye bye, guys. Well, you know, bye in 6 seconds, because that's when we can raid. Okay. Okay, bye bye, guys. I'll give Marnie lots of pets for you. Have a good night.